Welcome to Nightly Highlights, your audio and video companion to the nightly news. Each episode is a shortcut to exciting campus events and helpful resources, perfect for a quick break or your daily commute. We'll keep you in the loop with all the essentials happening on the Marian University Indianapolis campus. I'm Karen Candlish, your Dean of Students, and this week I'm joined by Joey Garcia and Meghan Jette. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, Joey is the University Minister for Worship, Music, and the Arts. Got them all. He's a 2011 graduate of Marian University. You were a major in music education and pastoral music ministry. And you also, fun fact, are a very good friend of mine.
Yes, this is true.
Yes, this is true.
We hang out.
We were hanging out like a couple days ago.
I know, like a series of days. It was awesome.
Joey and I were at Marian at the same time. So I graduated from Marian in 2012. And Joey was part of the reason, was one of the things that brought me to Marian. Joey and his wife Laura. I've known Laura. We went to St. Pius grade school together. So
I feel like that's a claim to fame for me. I got Dean Candlish to Marian. So
yes,
that was...
without Joey and lots of others, but also Joey.
Mainly Laura.
And Laura. Good, mainly Laura.
Better
yes.
half,
Yeah, it's pretty great. And Meghan, sophomore, special education major with a ministry studies minor.
Yep.
You're from Dayton, Ohio. You're involved in theater, sacred choir, Knights for Life, Sondom Scholar.
Yeah.
So many other things probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very involved.
Yes.
As I find lots of our students are. But welcome. I'm excited to have you both
Thank
here.
you for having me.
Yeah. So let's first start by what's coming up on campus. So the first thing, we're heading into Thanksgiving week, which means Monday night, Thanksgiving dinner, Marian University.
So good.
So good.
So good.
Best meal on campus.
Yeah, this is a tradition that we've been doing for a really long time. I honestly don't know when it started, but it was happening when we were students.
I know that for a fact. Yep.
Yeah, in Allison Mansion is where it was then.
Yeah.
But we've outgrown that space. It's not possible to have it in Allison Mansion anymore. The last few times we were doing it in Allison Mansion, it was tight.
It was tight. Yeah. We had to go down to the basement and
we were kind of everywhere.
Yeah. It was, that's why we I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Joey saw ghosts.
Completely
No ghost stories. Oh, so funny. But now we have it in the dining commons, and it really is an awesome event.
Yes.
Students eat for free. So residential students, it's included in your meal plan. Commuter students, if you don't have any meal swipes into the dining commons, it's included. The president's office covers commuter students. Yeah. Faculty and staff volunteer. You'll see faculty and staff and administrators carving turkeys, which is really fun. And it's just a really good event. And then after the Thanksgiving dinner, we have caroling and a tree lighting. You want to talk about that?
Absolutely, yeah. So, the past few years we've been incorporating a caroling event where essentially we kind of go around the neighborhood, Winfield, down Winfield, and some of the other streets, and just spreading some good holiday cheer.
Yeah.
So we'll sing, and then we'll also promote our upcoming events that we have coming up as well, and then we make our way back to campus. And last year, actually, we sang at a couple of the dorm room.
We did.
Dorm room windows.
We stopped outside of
we just went
outside of Pat
and that was really fun.
Yeah.
They were videoing us and everything. It was great.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and then we make our way back to the Christmas tree just outside of Oldenburg Hall.
Yeah.
And I think is it the biggest Christmas tree on campus?
Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and say that.
Yeah, we're gonna claim it.
Yeah.
It's the biggest tree on Christmas tree on campus. So
yeah.
Then we have a little bit of caroling there as well, and then this year Sister Mary Beth is going to lead us in prayer.
Oh, nice.
In blessing of the tree, and then we'll light it, and then that's the Christmas lighting ceremony. So yeah.
Super fun. Thanksgiving is late this year, which kind of bums me out a little bit because it means that time between Thanksgiving and Christmas is shorter. So we really got to just pump up the Christmas spirit.
I feel like it's coming even sooner, right? I feel like people are starting to do their Christmas decorations a lot sooner and stuff too. But I think it's partly due to that, right? That Thanksgiving is so late. So.
Yeah, we got a shorter window.
Max
Although,
months, so.
But before Halloween is really not the time for Christmas decorations. I don't know. It's not my vibe.
Yeah.
But I'm here now. I'm ready for it. I saw my first Christmas tree in somebody's window in the neighborhood. So they're doing it. They're out there decorating.
There you go.
We're ready for the joy, I think.
Yes.
Which is good for me. So with Thanksgiving comes Thanksgiving break. So we have a little bit of a break from classes. No classes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Residence halls close Wednesday at noon. They'll reopen Sunday at noon. So it's a time to go home or go somewhere and spend time with family, friends, and just rest and prepare for a very jam-packed, maybe hectic, like last week of class and finals, which Thanksgiving being late kind of does that to us too. So that'll be maybe stressful.
Absolutely. But a great time of year to just finish the year strong and like you were saying, just a lot of capstone events that are happening. One thing too that I'll add is that Sunday coming back from Thanksgiving break, we only have a 7:30 p.m. mass, so not a morning mass.
Yeah,
but
an
I'd
evening
put a plug
mass.
in for that.
Yeah, but that's nice that they'll be able, students can come back into the residence halls,
Settle
go to
in.
mass, reset,
Go to mass.
go to the library,
Yes.
start getting those final papers, those, all those things done, prepping for finals. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the students feel. We'll see if the counseling office is getting like a hit during that week. And then when we get back from Thanksgiving break, there's going to be a couple of events that week too. One is the Advent concert. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But also the freshman class board is hosting a holiday party in Alumni Hall on Monday, December 2nd. So there will be times to study, cram. There will also be times to celebrate and have some fun with friends. So yeah. Now I wanted to do a deeper dive with you too, because that's why we're here. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Like, let's get to the stuff. Okay. Joey first, though, because you're a Marian graduate, I'm a Marian graduate, we're friends, we're buds. I want you to talk about why you came to Marian as a student and then also how you got back here as a staff member.
Absolutely, yeah. So my journey started actually, a brand new high school had just popped up in Hamilton County, St. Theodore Guerin High School. We were invited to participate in a Catholic high school choral festival. And, we were a brand new high school, so we didn't necessarily have venues or anything already lined up. So this popped up on our schedule, and our director at the time, Mark Duray, was all about it. So we prepared a couple of pieces to sing. And so the format of this Catholic high school choral festival was a little different than it is now. But essentially, it was kind of around the Christmas time. And so this time of year is always really special for me, just because it was one of the first times that I got to campus and going to the choral festival. And there was like a little card on my seat, like, fill this form out if you want more information about Marian. And so then I did, and I got more information. And I quickly found out about the music program, all that the music department was offering, and then also the San Damiano Scholarship Program as well. So that was a huge draw for me. I knew pretty early in my high school career that I wanted to be involved with the church somehow and to use my gifts to help the church. And with my gifts being music and liturgy just kind of made sense. And so Sondam was a really big hit for me. And so I then interviewed and then accepted and got enrolled into Marian, and the rest is history. So that was kind of how I initially got started at Marian. My journey in my college years were amazing. Met amazing professors and mentors that I still keep in touch with today, and a network of people. So went off to teach for about 10 years at the high school level. And then I was asked by Mark Ordozzi to come in and assist him with Missionary Disciples Institute track. And so I did. And so I got to become acquainted with some of the folks here on campus and a lot of the efforts that they had been doing in campus ministry with, and just mission and ministry in general. And so the San Damiano Scholarship Program, the Missionary Disciples Institute, got to talk with Lizzie and Patrick and Adam. And so we got into conversation at lunch and found out that the position was going to be opening for this university minister position. And so had considered it and discerned, to see if this would be something that I would be up for, and absolutely loved what the job was about and helping move the mission forward here on campus with students. So then I said yes to that too. So it's just it seems like anytime Marian asks, I say yes. Yeah,
so. I know. Isn't that interesting? I think that's true. It's true for me. Obviously, I'm still here. I've been working here for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's true for a lot of Marian graduates. If you look around the campus, there's a lot of Marian alumni who work here. And so I think that is really special.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the experience that we had at Marian and how we want to continue ensuring that students are having good experiences here And so that's really awesome. I was also in sacred choir, so that was fun.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it's really fun for me to see you in that space on campus again.
Yeah.
Playing at the piano, helping with the choir, leading the choir, all of that is just, I love it so much. You were a force in sacred choir when you were a student too, which kind of speaks to, it makes sense that this has been your path. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Meghan, so how did you get involved in liturgical ministry, sacred choir, all the things?
Yeah, so mine kind of was a little bit similar to Joey. I attended the Missionary Disciples Institute and was put in the track that Joey was actually leading. So
you also got recruited by Joey.
I did. And my older sister is a senior here this year, so she was here. So that's how I kind of started to get acquainted with Marian. And I was a part of our liturgical choir back at my high school. And so I knew that music was the way that I really connected with my faith, and I wanted to continue that throughout college. So I'd been talking with Joey, and he was telling me about sacred choir. And yeah, that's kind of where it all started, and now I'm like heavily involved, but it's wonderful. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite choir warm-up?
So back home, it's said a few different ways. Back at home, we would do Dayton, Ohio, but it also can be I love to sing or like just anything. But we always do like the little bounce with it, so it's always fun.
Gotta bounce, right?
Yeah, you gotta move it. You gotta move it around. Loosen it up. Loosen it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my favorite choir joke?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
How do you know when a soprano is at your door?
I don't think I've heard this one.
Yes, you have. I've told you.
Have I?
How do you know when a soprano is at your door?
I don't know.
She can't find her key and she doesn't know when to come in.
Oh, wow. That's so
It's kind of brutal soprano joke,
though.
but it is really
I'm an
funny.
alto, so I'm good.
yeah.
See, and I'm a soprano, and the only time I sang, I'm not a soloist. I'm here to support. But the only time I sang a note by myself was when the sopranos didn't know when to come in. And it was I'm normally not, I don't do this. I sang one note by myself, and our choir director, Claire, she looked at me and she was like, thank you. And I think, Joey, you gave me a high five.
Yeah, I do remember this story. Yeah. So proud. I was proud
of myself.
I was like,
Proud of myself. Look at me go.
Way to go.
But that joke really resonates with me because of that one
Yes.
situation. Oh, man. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about sacred choir, but liturgical ministry is more than the music. What is it? What are the different roles? Like, how do you get involved in liturgical ministry at Marian?
Absolutely, yeah. So liturgical ministries are any ministries that kind of are associated with our liturgies on campus, so our all-campus masses, our daily masses as well that happen in St. Joe's Chapel, our weekend masses, our solemnities, our important feast days of the year. And so getting involved incorporates like a little bit of training. So we do have training days that are posted once a semester at the beginning of the semester, but a lot of times, sometimes that doesn't work out, and so we always welcome people to just send a message to either me or Scott McNamee, and we can arrange for like a private training session on whatever liturgical ministry that you want to do. Liturgical ministries encompass becoming a lector or a reader at Mass, an extraordinary minister of Holy Communion, an altar server, minister of welcome, so just greeting people as they come in, or being a part of sacred choir. So all those are liturgical ministries that you can be involved with. But we also, actually this year, we expanded a little bit with our art and environment crew this year, which Cecilia Doyle is helping lead. Megan, you're obviously she's involved in everything, right?
Yes.
But Megan is helping with this as well, and so they're kind of charged with helping beautify our space in the chapel, and so we've been able to incorporate floral arrangements. We've been able to whip out like our relics. And some of our icons that we have throughout the campus and organize them to be at a certain mass for a particular reason, liturgically. So it's really been an awesome liturgical ministry with art and environment to have this year to really just bolster up our experience that is, liturgy and mass.
Nice.
So, yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being involved in liturgical ministry?
I feel like I've learned a lot more about my faith, like through the art and environment team, like getting to see how many relics we have and like learning about all these different saints, because there's a lot of them, and a lot of them like you don't really realize, and like seeing the connection they all have to like the Franciscans or to Mary and to like our campus has been really cool. And just being able to like share my faith with other people and help be a leader to those who might be new to it or are just wanting to learn about it, and to show them like how awesome the faith is. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, last question. What events should we be looking forward to?
So glad you asked. We have an amazing concert coming up, the Advent concert. It's been a couple of different things in the past, but this past year we really did a big effort to try and get people to come out to this, and we nearly sold out the theater last year. So we're expecting folks to come out for this again this year. But it's on December 4th at 6:30. Doors open at 6. And I think we can probably send you a link for theater tickets to reserve. We're going to do a reservation system this year just to make sure that we have seats for everyone.
Yeah.
But highly encourage everyone to come out. We have a special guest artist who's coming this year, John Gotti. He's from the Nashville area in Tennessee, and he's a wonderful, awesome mentor to me personally, but just a great man and has a wonderful, hopeful message. Catholic composer. He works with a lot of the publishing companies, to date. And so, like I said, he just has a wonderful message of hope and, the coming of Christ in our lives and what that means for us. And so there's a lot of the songs that we're singing for the Advent concert kind of speak about that and how we wait patiently for this newfound hope that we have in Christ. And so then that way we can be the servants that we're called to be. And accept Christ in our lives so that people can accept Christ in their lives.
Nice. I'm really glad that you both came.
Thank you so much for having us. This is so fun. Yeah.
It is fun. Joey was checking out the mics.
They're great. I'm like,
He was like, oh, these are nice.
These are nice mics. Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Nightly Highlights. To get the full scoop on these stories and more, check out the Nightly News, delivered to your inbox Sundays at 5 p.m. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.